All right, y'all. So we know that Errol Spence Jr. had to pull out of the fight due to his retinal injury, which, in my opinion, was the right call. You don't go into a fight, especially versus a Manny Pacquiao, but you don't go into a fight, period, with a retinal, knowing you got a retinal tear. But one thing that I keep hearing people echoing is that supposedly the fighter who gave Errol Spence the retinal tear and that was giving Errol Spence great work in sparring, that Terence Crawford dominates this fighter, or dominated him last time he sparred him. You know, all I have to say to that is who the hell cares? Why does it matter? It may not even be anywhere near true, but it's just one more thing that goes to show how, you know, everything that happens with one guy or the other, somehow we try to link or go to the other, go and give it some kind of way, some kind of win or fill in the other guy's cap. So because Errol Spence Jr. supposedly got injured against this guy and had to pull out of his fight, and Terence Crawford has supposedly sparred the same guy and didn't have problems with him, somehow this is some kind of way an elevation for Terence Crawford, or this some kind of way solidifies Crawford as the better fighter than Spence. I mean, I don't really understand why people feel the need to even discuss this type of stuff. And I understand that it allegedly came from somebody on Crawford's side, or at least is what I was told. It was like Crawford's nephew or somebody was the first one to put this out. But to me, I don't even think it was something worth mentioning to start with. You know, we talk about styles make fights, and sometimes when you have triangle theories in boxing, they mean absolutely nothing when guys face off. And now we've subjected ourselves, or we've reduced ourselves to, because we're not getting these fights, now we're having triangle sparring triangle theories. So it's just ridiculous. But I guess it's just another thing where you got fans who want to fight so bad that they're just grasping at anything they can to just draw their own conclusions and say how the fight would play out, or what they think, or, you know, any edge they can give the fighter that they favor in the situation, because we can't get the actual fight right now. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's it, or I don't know if it's that the fan bases of one guy or fan base of the other guy is so bitter with the other fighter that any little thing they can put out there that'll some kind of way poke at the other fighter, they just run with it. I don't know. But I think that whole narrative or rhetoric or whatever you want to call it, I just think that's silly, and I think is misplaced, and I don't think it's the time to even speak on such things, especially when you have a fighter who just had to pull out of a major fight that he's been trying to get for the better part of 3 years. And also, you know, I know that all indications are that he'll be back, you know, with no issues, should be able to resume his training and all within a couple months. But the reality is, this is a retinal injury. Fighters have had their careers forever altered due to having such an injury. Although, you know, his seems to be the lesser of the retinal injuries that you could get, but the reality is it's a retinal injury. So I feel like it's very distasteful, very misplaced to try to somehow elevate Terence Crawford at the expense of Errol Spence Jr. being injured in the manner in which he was. That's all I got to say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.